What quote hangs on your wall? Welcome to Goal Getting Quote of the Day. I'm Tony Woodall, your host, and I will share with you a great quote I've heard, read, or that's been shared by one of my guests on Goal Getting Podcast weekly show, where I ask, what quote hangs on your wall? Thanks for listening, folks, and I really appreciate it. Hello, Goal Getters. Tony Woodall, your host for Goal Getting Quote of the Day. Welcome back, and if this is your first time, thank you for joining us today. You did have a choice, and you chose us to listen to, and I am eternally grateful. I appreciate everybody that comes and listens to the show. Today's quote is part of Sir Richard Branson's top 10 quotes on ideas. Again, thank you, Sir Richard, for the inspirational quotes that you provided and shared along social media. They help inspire us to be successful, to have ideas, and to continue to grow in life. Today's quote is from Earl Nightengale, very well-known motivational speaker and thought leader. Earl Nightengale's quote is, "Everything begins with an idea." And that is so true, so true. Everything that, is important, everything that is unimportant typically begins with an idea, a thought, a concept, something that we have put together in our brain, in our minds. And there's so many ways to get those thoughts, those ideas out of our brains and into something creative and into something innovative. And, one of the ways to do that is what was shared with us by a guest speaker at our office the other night. Mona Patel is the CEO of Motivate Design, and she presented her concepts of innovation through design thinking at a seminar that she did for us. And you can follow Motivate Design on Twitter. They're @Motivate_design, or you can follow Mona at @Mona Patel. I have links for both of those in our show notes at goalgettingpodcast.com/QOD-66. That's goalgettingpodcast.com/QOD-66. So I appreciate you again listening to that, but Mona led us through a series of 3 parts of an 8-part exercise in the time that we had to help us start thinking out of the normal scenarios in which we work. And the message that she shared with us is unlock your creativity by asking what if. What if questions are very powerful. They get you thinking about things. And, as Earl Nightengale said, everything begins with an idea. And sometimes those ideas can come out by asking yourself, what if? We went through this exercise trying to think about ways that we as a company can move forward, move fast, more effectively. What ideas could we come up with in a 3-minute time frame by asking ourselves, what if? And the important part was to not judge the things that we were thinking about or the things that we were saying or what our ideas were. We wanted to just, think of them and write them down and, get those ideas out of our brains and, out of our minds onto paper at this point. So what if we could do this and this would happen? Or what if we did this and then this and this team would be able to do that? So it's really just kind of thinking about, depending on what you're trying to ask yourself or what your project is that you're working on, or what you're trying to accomplish, to ask you what if questions. And those what if questions, again, open-minded to think about those and present those and just start writing, what if of this, or what if we did this, or what if this happened, could this result happen? This is what we're trying to get out. And it was a very, very good exercise. So we did this. Each person went through this exercise in the 3 minutes time frame that we had to get these ideas out. And then once we wrote out our what ifs in this 3 minutes, we had to stop. We broke up into groups of 4 to 5 people. Then we each read one what if out loud to the others. So each person would read a what if, then the others were only allowed to say one of 3 things. We would say +1 if they thought of the same thing. Basically, whatever you thought of, you get one plus one idea or thought of that. And then the other thing that we could say was plus love. That's right, love, L-O-V-E. If they really loved the idea and supported it, then they would say plus love. And then the other thing that we could say was I'm good, which basically means that we were out of ideas to share. We didn't have anything else that we could present on ours. But so it was either plus love or plus one that we could offer to the idea that the other person's had. So once we did this, we got through there, we all went through our list, and it's amazing the ideas that were thought of, that we all, either plus one or, those that we all plus loved. These were ideas that we would then take further into this exercise. The next exercise had us, send our ideas through what Mona called the funnel vision, where we asked 3 questions. Did we love the idea? And if yes, we moved to the next question. If not, we throw the idea out. Does the idea meet business needs? And if it won't help the business, then the idea was out. And does it show empathy for the end user? Because that would be us. And that was the goal of the project that we were working on. And the task was to make it easier for us to do our jobs and to move forward and move fast. So all the exercises allowed us to bring out ideas using these tools. So, what ideas do you have that could help you, your business, or your career? Ask yourself those what if questions. So how do you go about creating your ideas? Think about how, and then what can you ideate, create, and innovate in your life? Because everything begins with an idea. So thank you very much for listening to Goal Getting Quote of the Day. I appreciate you coming and listening. If you like our quotes, I would appreciate if you would share them with your friends, invite them to come listen as well. I would also love it if you would go and subscribe to us on iTunes. You can go to goalgettingpodcast.com/iTunes, and it'll take you to the iTunes page. If you listen on iTunes, you can subscribe and give us a rating and a review. We'd love that, but we would appreciate it if you go out and subscribe. You can subscribe to us on Jabbercast. We're on the Jabbercast app. And, if you like us a lot and want to share us, you can share us on Twitter and Facebook or Instagram. You can go to goalgettingpodcast.com/Twitter or goalgettingpodcast.com/Facebook or Instagram, and it'll take you out there that you can follow us there and subscribe. So we do appreciate you listening today and every day, and I thank you for coming and listening. If you really like our quotes and you think that you would love to have more of them, I'm putting together this great monthly collection of 20 awesome wallpaper-sized images full of great quotes. And you could subscribe for $4.99 per month, or for a limited time for $49 per year, and we'll send you a monthly quote pack to help inspire and motivate you. And you can use those images however you please, either as wallpaper on your computer, you can print them out and stick them on your wall, on your cubicle at work, whatever it is to help you get motivated and inspired. We would love to share that with you. So if you go to goalgettingpodcast.com/images, IMAGES, goalgettingpodcast.com/images today and sign up. If we could get enough people signed up, then, by September 8th, then we'll start sending those out in September. But I would love for you to do that and, be able to get these quotes sent directly to you. So anyway, this is Tony Woodall with Goal Getting Podcast. We've gone way over what I usually do, but the information about ideas was very, very important. And I think it will help you to think about what if and get those ideas out of your brain and into action. So thank you and have a great day.